Crypto kids, welcome back to another video. Well, live stream actually. Welcome to the Crypto Kids show. Bitcoin is exploding-ish, kind of. We're kind of exploding towards the upside, and that's exactly what we're going to be covering on today's stream. So stay tuned until the end. Apart from Bitcoin, specifically Bitcoin, we can have a look at altcoins because altcoins, oh my God, it is filthy. It looks absolutely filthy out there. We're looking at the monthly time frame for altcoins, and the month just started 2.5 days ago. And we can see different Solana meme coins going absolutely through the roof, including GME, which is GameStop. The GameStop token has gone up by 1,580% in just a matter of 2.5 days. So we're going to be looking at some altcoins that have been absolutely exploding. We'll do a checkup on the entire cryptocurrency market and discuss the latest and breaking news in crypto. So if all of that interests you, make sure to stay tuned until the end. Smash up the like button. Subscribe if you're not a crypto kid already. But with that said, let's get this show started with Bitcoin analysis because Bitcoin is currently jumping towards the upside. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. M Podcast, thank you for your very kind words. If you do end up smashing the like button, it would really push this video or live stream to a massive audience so we can get as many people as possible on the stream and talk crypto together. But guys and girls, let's start. So Bitcoin has been breaking out of the symmetrical triangle, and it's kind of been in here forever. It literally feels like forever since Bitcoin has started to trade in this symmetrical triangle. As a matter of fact, we've been within this triangle for a period of now 19 days, which feels like forever in crypto. 19 days is probably like in crypto years, like literally 6 months. It felt like nothing was happening for the past 19 days. We've just been trending down, not much volume, and finally the market has given what we were asking for with this small push towards the upside. But let me tell you, it was enough to get the crypto community definitely excited. And guys and girls, if you let me know in the chat how the volume is, I can turn up the volume of the microphone. So do let me know if you can hear me well. The question that everyone is asking, okay, where is this Bitcoin move going to go? Is it a bull trap? Will Bitcoin fake out and dump down from here? Well, I can share you the analysis that I posted on the Crypto Kids community just a couple of days ago. So if we jump into the community, I shared that this was on the 30th of May. So that was like I think on like Wednesday or Tuesday, I said that we're currently testing the 2021 all-time high of 69.1. If we manage to surpass it, I expect a move towards the 4-hour symmetrical triangle resistance discussed in yesterday's video. In the short term, my bullish breakout target for Bitcoin is 71.4. If the orange support is lost, then I will reevaluate my position. But Bitcoin, as you can see here, we've not lost the orange support and we broke out of the upper bound resistance of the symmetrical triangle. And I mentioned that my target is 71.4. So Bitcoin is attempting to go towards that upper bound resistance level. Will Bitcoin break it and eventually reach it? That is going to be reliant on the more macro timeframes. But guys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the chat if the volume is good and if you have any questions, because we will be doing a Q&A session towards the ending of this live stream. So let me know in the chat and I'll pin some of them to go back and answer later on during the stream. On the weekly time frame, we can see that Bitcoin is forming currently a bull flag. Now, Consensio is bullish, Parabolic SAR on the 4-day is bullish, and that's how I adjust my allocations to Bitcoin in terms of trading and where I go long and short. So overall, we'll look at my current trades on the $10,000 trading challenge right after we finish up with the charts. But I'm overall bullish for Bitcoin. I think the most critical level to be watching out for is the following. So let's go back to Brave and look at my friend's analysis. So this belongs to a chart which is from an incredible technical analyst, one of the best I know. His name is Mark Wood, and unfortunately he doesn't have a YouTube channel, so I can't share his YouTube channel with you. But Bitcoin has been in a massive Bollinger Band squeeze for at least the past month. And you can see that every time following a drastic Bollinger Band squeeze, Bitcoin explodes by a massive percentage. Like even from here to here, I believe was like 155% move. So we can see that Bitcoin will likely have a drastic move very, very soon. And the question is, of course, will we break up or down? Because the Bollinger Bands do not give us direction. It only tells us that a massive move is soon to come. And I think the upper Bollinger Band is what we need to watch out for. And that is at 71.8. If on the 4-day time frame, Bitcoin can break out from 71.8 with a confirmation, I think Bitcoin will be destined to go to the moon. And by the moon, I am saying $90,000. So here comes the positions. I am in a Bitcoin long, Ethereum long, injective long, which is not playing out super well at this current moment in time. And of course, Dogecoin. I can't show you all of them because of the camera layout. But if we do this, then that should help. So there we go. We have on the $10,000 trading challenge, we've been buying Bitcoin since 43K on derivatives, and we've been buying spot since 25K together here on this channel. So massive congrats if you've been able to make some profit. Now we're up 159%, and I'll be taking profit on this position once Bitcoin reaches to anywhere between $90,000 to $95,000. So to stay tuned and find out when I will be taking profit on this Bitcoin long position, make sure to turn on the notification bell. But guys, let me know in the chat, are you in a Bitcoin long? Are you in an Ethereum long? And what are your projections? I'll share very soon with you my projections for the price of Ethereum specifically and how it will react to the Ethereum ETF launch. But before we get into Ethereum, more bullish charts for Bitcoin. Stochastic RSI has crossed bullish when we were trading at 64 to 65K. And stochastic RSI, the last time we had a bullish crossover below the 20 line, which puts it into the oversold territory, Bitcoin went up 155%. So that is yet again another bullish metric. I think the only cautionary signal that I'd be looking out for Bitcoin here is the fact that on the weekly time frame, we could potentially have the formation of a double top. Now, this is still too early to predict. It will all depend on how Bitcoin reacts to the 71.4K level, and that would give us the incredible resistance which we are projecting on the weekly time frame. If Bitcoin is able to surpass it, it also coincides with the upper Bollinger Band, then I think 90K personally is inevitable. But if Bitcoin does not, and it fails to break above 71.4, 72K, then we could be seeing a rejection, and it would not be the nicest thing overall. But with that said, let's go into Ethereum and see how Ethereum is doing, because Ethereum should also be seeing relatively a small little bounce. And I will look at Ondo Finance or Ondo, whatever the project is called, because on the Moon Show last week, Friday, we were calling a bull flag, and exactly as predicted, it managed to go towards the upside. But let's have a look at Ethereum and what Ethereum is doing on the 4-hourly time frame. Wow, it's doing absolutely nothing. It is super unvolatile. And if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, the dominance for Bitcoin is skyrocketing, meaning that we're having potentially a transition from meme coins and Ethereum back into Bitcoin as Bitcoin is trying to go and push towards the upside. The S&P, a lot of these meme stocks, including GME and Nvidia, which is not a meme stock, but they're trading super high pre-market, and that is most likely an indication that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies can continue their push back towards the upside. Let's go into meme coins, because meme coins have been rallying at an unbelievable rate, like unbelievable. We're seeing the stupidest coins, including Politify, as they call it, go up hundreds of % in just a matter of 2.5 days, because, 2.5 days, because the month has started only 2.5 days ago. If I go into the past, we can't go into the past. If we go into the past year, then we get some crazy numbers. Yes, that's probably not the best idea. But this is Solana meme coins. Now, Solana today, GME is up 152%, and we're seeing a bunch of other Politify memes go up too. But it's kind of an in-between market. And what I've learned through meme coins is that you need to follow the trend, because whatever the trend is, those tend to pump, and the rest of the meme coins, they just end up doing nothing. So it's super important to follow the trend. And tomorrow, I'm going to be having a rather known meme coin specialist by the name of Crypto Banter on the Crypto Kid show. He did a massive giveaway yesterday. I think it was like $550,000, the biggest in crypto history. And I want to basically talk to him and bring him on to see which meme coins he likes, and he can give a little bit of alpha on that side. So again, another reason for you to destroy the notification bell to not miss out on future Crypto Kid show streams. But at the end of the day, I mean, these filthy degen tokens are pumping like crazy. I mean, we can go into not just Solana, but we can go into View All, and we're seeing. Okay, so these are the ecosystems. I'm trying out Banter Bubbles here. I've not used it ever before, but if we go into, let's say, Ethereum, I mean, even Ethereum meme coins are going pretty high, and this is just the top 100. We're seeing Floki up 11% today. We're seeing Pepe coin up 2.74%, which you may recognize from the Moon Show, etc. So we have a mix of Politify and different Solana meme coins going up on the top 100. But guys and girls, let me know in the chat, which meme coins are you holding? Because it would be interesting to know which meme coins are the Crypto Kids community interested in this kind of meme coin season, which we experienced during the Bitcoin consolidation phase. But overall, the top 10 crypto tokens, TON has been exploding over the past few weeks. We're not seeing too much of a change on this table. I think Notcoin has been moving up, interestingly enough, and I still have no clue what it is. I only know that Pavel Durov, the founder of Telegram, shared it on the May 17th on his multi-million Telegram announcement channel, and ever since then it's been going up. Now in the chat I can see a lot of people have Dogecoin, Bonk, and Pepe. So Paul Dickens says that he has Bonk and Pepe in his current meme coin portfolio. Fair enough. I really like Bonk. I actually like Pepe a lot now. I don't know. I've I was in between with Pepe, but I think right now it could be an interesting play in terms of the big macro meme coin projects. Then we can see Dogecoin by, I have no clue how to spell your name, man, or pronounce your name, so apologies, but you are holding Dogecoin, so am I. I'm actually in a Dogecoin long position, and I'm waiting for Elon to hopefully one day integrate it into X, and then we can make a lot of money from it. Fingers crossed, that is my play here. But yeah, we have a lot of filthy degen tokens pumping like crazy, which requires you to take a shower, like literally change your clothes, take a shower twice, and then jump back into Bitcoin, because these meme coins are really filthy and extremely degen. Of course, nothing in this video is financial advice, but what I would say is that never risk any capital that you are not able to lose into meme coins and different degen altcoins. But let's get into how the Ethereum or the Bitcoin ETFs are actually performing, because if we look at the Bitcoin ETFs, we're seeing inflows back to back. In fact, going back to the 15th of May, we've just been seeing inflows on the market. That is absolutely fantastic during a period of consolidation, which Bitcoin was experiencing for almost 20 days now. The ETFs were not selling, and I think that is a very good sign. Apart from meme coins, we're also seeing a massive surge in celebrity tokens. And oh boy, celebrity tokens, like, usually when you have celebrity tokens, according to El Capo, basically the markets rally a little bit more, and then you have a massive dump because you onboard the last amount of people into crypto, and after you've done that, well, it's kind of over, and it's just a massive downfall from then and on. But I think this time is different. People don't really have, like, at least the retail trader that is targeted by the celebrity followings. They've kind of, have this perception of crypto as a negative thing. So I don't think we'll be onboarding new people, but we can at least bring back some of the people that have left. Because remember, Coinbase is like 115 registered users, but only 10 million of them are currently active. So hopefully we can bring back some of the people that have left crypto following FTX, following Luna. That would give us more retail drive to go and smash to the $90,000 level. But I think eventually Bitcoin will reach there regardless, because, well, Bitcoin is, its ideology is to combat inflation. And every single index, equity, or asset that wants to combat inflation, including the stock market, including gold and silver, well, they just go up over time. And there's a reason for that. It goes up over time because the value of the dollar slowly decreases as the money printer continues to go ahead and print onward. So I'm overall bullish on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will just continue pushing towards the upside regardless over the next few years. And whether that's 10 years or 20 years, it will depend on your risk tolerance and how old you are and when you want to sell your Bitcoin. But I'm happy. I'm just staying humble, stacking sats, and eventually when Bitcoin becomes the money, I won't need to take profit into fiat because people who hold fiat, according to Michael Saylor, we call them poor. That's really hilarious. But we need to understand, I mean, talking about Bitcoin's macro performance, every time after the halving, Bitcoin just tends to go up. Like there's never been an instance where Bitcoin has dropped below where it was 4 years ago in the previous halving. So every single time we have the halving event, Bitcoin continues to go up and up and up and up. And that's the ideology that I'm following. I mean, we're technically buying the bottom of 2028 today, right? And the bottom will be probably miles ahead of where it is currently. So we're buying below the bottom of 2028. That's my mental illusion or delusion that I'm giving myself. But no, I know that, in my personal opinion, if we look at data, if you buy and hold Bitcoin for 4 years, then you actually end up in profit regardless. Now, Raoul Pal called this the banana zone, and the banana refers to a parabola. Because if you look at the shape of a banana, it curves into a parabola. So according to Raoul Pal, we're just like, we're in the middle of the banana and we still have some more time to go and push towards the upside and hit new all-time highs. And I would have to say that I agree with Raoul. If we go to the Bitcoin parabola chart, which I hope I still have, I should be still having the parabola chart. Let me go ahead and find it. No, is it gone? Okay, there it is. Oh, thank God. So we can see that Bitcoin is currently in this parabola, and the crypto kids that have been watching the streams and videos for a while know that a parabola consists of 4 different bases. So we had base 1 here, base 2, base 3, and base 4. After base 4, you tend to see one final leg towards the upside. So when you have that final leg towards the upside, I think that will push us to the $90,000 benchmark. And as I said, that is the point where I will be taking profit on my long positions, and we will probably have to consider moving that into spot holdings or wait for a little bit of a correction to push that spot holdings more and DCA more into them and consider opening up new long positions. So that is what I'm looking at, but I do believe one final leg in this parabola is due, just like what we saw in every single halving cycle. It's important not to shift your mindset. Some people say, okay, this is a different cycle. The same thing is not going to happen again. Well, yes, it is true. It is definitely a cycle that is completely different to what we've seen before because we finally got institutions adopting Bitcoin. I mean, the true Bitcoin OGs have been waiting for this for I don't know how many years. Like it's been many, many years, at least like 8 years that Bitcoin OGs have been expecting some sort of an institutional form of investment into Bitcoin, and we're finally seeing it. And the amount of volume that we're seeing come into Bitcoin is just going to grow over time, and that's why I'm extremely bullish for the macro. And I do need to say that I agree with Raul's analogy of the Bitcoin banana zone, because I think Bitcoin is currently in a banana, and we still have time to go up that wave. Going into the amount of new whales accumulating Bitcoin, it's at an all-time high. That's crazy. The amount of new whales buying Bitcoin is at an all-time high. You can see that the accumulation just skyrocketed after Bitcoin had the ETF approvals. These addresses are probably ETF institutions, but I am speculating that it's just more than that because we can see a comparison with 2020. When Bitcoin was literally right around here before the massive price explosion, we had significant amount. Of course, now you can see relatively to what we're seeing here, it's nothing. But back in 2020, the amount of new whales entering the market was at an all-time high, and Bitcoin just exploded towards the upside from approximately $10,000 all the way up to $60,000. That is a 6x return for Bitcoin. Am I saying, is Bitcoin going to go up 6x in just a matter of 2-3 months from where we are today? No, but I'm personally expecting the top of this bull market to come around 145K. So at 1995, I'm expecting a little bit of a drop, a little bit of a consolidation, and then we continue the bull market with even more force. But I think we're seeing something similar to the 2018 pump. We had this mini fake rally. We consolidated here for a while, and then we had the massive rally afterwards. I just think that 2025 is going to be so bullish for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, especially if a Republican administration takes over the presidency. But we'll talk more politics later on in the stream. But guys and girls, remember to smash up the like button. Let's get this stream to 150 likes. And remember, you can put any questions that you have in the chat, because we will be doing a Q&A session towards the ending of this live stream. But let's move on and look at what else is happening on the cryptocurrency market. Well, something important is the Ethereum ETFs. So we're actually seeing a lot of S1s coming in, and the SEC is engaging with them. We're having back and forth SEC amendments between the ETF issuers, and that is a massively bullish sign. So the Ethereum ETF is likely going to be approved and launched on July 4th. That is the expectation of Eric Balchunas from Bloomberg. And I have to agree. I think early July or late June is when the Ethereum ETFs are going to be launching in the market. And leading up to it, I think Ethereum will continue to just pump towards the upside. Hence, I'm not going to close my Ethereum long position yet. I will do so on the day that we launch, because we remember with the Bitcoin ETFs, when the Bitcoin ETF launched, the day of the launch, we pumped to $49,000, and then we had the massive correction back down to 38K. So I'm going to wait for the day of the launch, and that is personally when I will be selling my Ethereum long position, which currently, by the way, is up 72% on the $10,000 Bitflex trading challenge. If you're looking for a place to be trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, by the way, you can go to the description of this live stream / video and sign up using that link to get up to $68,000 worth in rewards on the Bitcoin or the Bitflex Flex Shop. So check that out. I have a video tutorial on the second link on how you can use the Flex Shop and how you can actually trade on a cryptocurrency exchange, how to create an account, how to deposit, how to withdraw. So that should be a very, very helpful video. Apart from the Ethereum S1s, we had this kind of interesting news about Elon Musk potentially becoming an advisor for former President Trump's administration if he became president once again. Now, not only did he deny those rumors, he also denied the fact that Elon Musk and former President Trump never ever got together to discuss crypto policy. This was a piece of information that got me super excited last week, Thursday, because, if Elon Musk and former President Trump were discussing to have crypto policy together, that would have been incredible because, of course, Elon does have knowledge about cryptocurrencies. He knows how they work, and it would have been super, super bullish for Dogecoin. But hey, it is what it is. It could have been worse. In terms of campaign donations, former President Trump is the first ever ex-president or a presidential campaigner to allow crypto donations. And that was yet again another massive narrative that caused the PolitiFi tokens, Trump tokens specifically, to go absolutely bonkers. And we can see that he actually raised approximately $39 million in terms of crypto. Unbelievable. And there was so much traffic to his website, it actually went down. And that is crazy. I know a lot of you probably in the chat have a 50-50% opinion on former President Trump, and your political views shift between Democrats and Republicans. It would be interesting to know which side are you on. But I think overall for the space, it's absolutely bullish. And we can see that the current polling data is showing a 46% chance win for former President Trump and a 44% chance of a Biden win. The concerning thing, though, is will former President Trump actually become, or will he be allowed to even run in the election? Will he be convicted? Will he become a convicted felon, and will he be sent to prison? And what will his sentencing be, which is set to be, I think, decided in the next couple of weeks. I think it's before the end of June, 100%. And it's just going to be interesting to see if he's going to be allowed to run for presidency, if they will find a way to block him from running. And, if he cannot be president, then all of these things that are promised will be in the bin because, we had kind of news about current President Joe Biden saying that he is reaching out, his administration is reaching out to crypto industry experts in how a crypto community is running and the crypto community and policy. But I think it is not true because current President Joe Biden vetoed the SAB 121 bill, which he mentioned that he would not veto. Now, this was super bearish because, well, this bill allowed financial institutions, allowed banks to hold Bitcoin on their balance sheets. And my question, which we can ask Rand tomorrow, is that hold on a second. So, them kind of vetoing the SAB 121 bill, does that mean that ETF issuers cannot hold Bitcoin in their balance sheets? I mean, what is that entirely about? I just know for a fact that it's not great. I mean, financial institutions holding Bitcoin would have been fantastic. So the only way that they can do it, I believe, is through buying the current Bitcoin ETF. If they were able to buy Bitcoin off of the market and hold it themselves, that would have been fantastic, but at least they have the Bitcoin ETF to ape into Bitcoin, which is something. It's better than nothing overall. However, the entire economic market is not looking too great. I mean, 1 in 5 Americans are skipping a meal because it's too expensive to live. Can you imagine? 1 in 5, so 20% of American households are skipping meals because it's just simply too expensive to sustain a lifestyle. And, in a time like this where the number of new single family houses for sale has surged to 480,000 in April, the highest number since 2008's financial crisis, it's scary because we have so much economic indicators suggesting that we're in such a bubble right now and that there is a fake illusion of prosperity in the stock market. And I don't think that is a wrong judgment to make. I think that a massive crash is definitely on the way, but I am currently still bullish on the stock market because M2 supply, the overall money available in the economy, that has gone back up. And when you print money, you create economic stimuli. And if we look at the M2, which is a data set that I do not currently have, the M2 supply, the last all-time high was in November of 2021, which coincides with the Bitcoin all-time high. So as money printing goes up, risk on assets, including the stock market and Bitcoin, they tend to follow that. The issue is when you get to a point where you print so much money and your national debt goes to 50 trillion, then you're in risk of defaulting on your debt, which will create a massive problem, erasing most of the gains created during the time of money printing. And that's because governments follow a Keynesian model of economics. But that is a video for later on. And the final headlines that I'll get into before jumping back into the price of Bitcoin and conducting some more technical analysis is that so apparently former President Trump said that he will declassify the Epstein JFK files if elected in 2024. And although, arguably that is a good thing, saying things like that will probably, they will incentivize the opposing administration to do everything they can to not allow Trump to win the presidency. But it is a controversial topic. Let's see what happens. It will definitely be an interesting year overall. And I will be following politics more so than ever during this election cycle. We don't just have the American elections, we also have the British elections taking place, and we have, I think, Mexican elections and just a couple more. So this year is super important, and keeping an eye on politics would be definitely a good idea. Some bullish news tomorrow. We're going to be seeing Australia's first ever Bitcoin spot ETF to be trading. Unfortunately, I don't expect too much volume to be coming in because we saw what happened with the Hong Kong ETFs. I mean, they are completely dead. Completely dead. It's such a shame that it has not worked out. I mean, Farside had to remove the Hong Kong ETFs because it was just too little volume. Like you were seeing every single day, $0 million of volume coming up. And it just did not work out as planned because mainland China investors are still not able to purchase these ETFs. And until that happens, which will probably take many, many years, unfortunately, I am not bullish on that side of the market and definitely not the Australian spot Bitcoin ETF. However, like any sort of financial instrument enabling people to jump into Bitcoin, that is of course bullish for the long run because we want to have as many people possible buying Bitcoin, accumulating Bitcoin, whether that's through an Australian ETF or a Bitcoin ETF, it doesn't matter. It all comes to the same sort of solution. So let's jump back into the price of Bitcoin. Then we will do a small Q&A session. So make sure to leave your comments in the chat. And what do you think of this new Crypto Kids show format? Do you want to see more live streams, or do you want to see more video content? Because I want to make a shift. I want to either do a lot more live streams or just stick to video. So let me know. It would be very much appreciated to know the Crypto Kids community and what sort of content you guys want. But looking back into Bitcoin, my trading view is just tripping. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, God, it's annoying because Bitcoin, I had a feeling that it was going to be a little bit of a fake out here. We went all the way up to 70.2K, but now we're printing a shooting star candle. We still have 3 hours and 24 minutes until this candle closes. So I'm not going to be making any judgments until we see this candle closing. It's going to be important to stay above the prior 2021 all-time high, which is 69.1. If Bitcoin is not able to confirm a breakout here on the 4-hourly time frame, it's not going to be ideal for Bitcoin. We want to close this candle not as a shooting star and above 69.1. If Bitcoin manages to do that, then the overall target will be 71.4K. Let's see what happens. I'm not trading this symmetrical triangle personally. I'm already in a long position, so I am currently observing what will happen with the market, and then we will take a position accordingly. As I said, the upper Bollinger Band is the one to wait. If the upper Bollinger Band is able to break out at $72,000 with a confirmation on the 4-day time frame, that is when I will take my wallet, look at whatever remaining cash I have, sell everything, and buy Bitcoin. That is the plan of action, ladies and gentlemen. 72K is the point to break for Bitcoin. And if we break it with a confirmation on the 4-day with good volume, as I said, I am selling like literally whatever left I have. That's when I go all in into Bitcoin. With that said, let's go into your questions and we'll do a quick Q&A and then we'll wrap up the session. Maybe we can go into a couple of altcoins. That reminds me, I wanted to talk about Ondo Finance, or Ondo, whatever the project is. It was someone in the Moonshow community that suggested me to go ahead and do some TA on it. And I believe it was on KuCoin. I drew a bull flag. I think I'm on the wrong chart, but I drew a bull flag and I said that the target for this bull flag for Ondo is likely going to be at the 1.56 level. If I remember correctly, we'll check the Moonshow in just a second. And you can see that we almost reached it. I would be cautious here because we're forming a little bit of a double top pattern and money seems to be flowing back into Bitcoin. Wow, look at that on the 15-minute time frame. That does not look good. So I would be careful here. I think, if you did end up going into this position, maybe I would consider taking some profits. But, of course, at the end of the day, it's completely up to you. I just wanted to do a recap because this is what I shared on the Moonshow on Friday. So yeah, but we can now do a Q&A session and we can talk about things, crypto, politics, economics, whatever you guys like to ask. We can have a quick chat about it and then I will dip because I have an economics exam soon, which I couldn't go to this morning because I had some fever, and now I feel much better, of course. So we will have to do some revision. Live is great because you are really good at it. Dude, thank you so much. That is very, very appreciated. What a beautiful comment. Thank you so much. I will be doing more live streams soon, 100% for sure. So that's going to be called the Crypto Kids Show. I have a newsletter launching called the Kids Report. I have a lot of products planned and it will just be all for the community. And I can't wait. It's just going to require a lot of work. So yeah, let's see what happens. Crypto news. Bro, I am 18 years old. I sold my bike for Bitcoin. I have 4K. Please tell me what to do to make 100,000. I think that is $100,000 by 2025. Guys, look, I need to tell you something. There is no such thing as easy money at all. Like easy money does not exist. Maybe it does for meme coins. Okay, maybe it does for meme coins. But again, I know a lot of people who made so much money in meme coins and then also ended up losing everything. So we just need to be careful. There is no such thing as easy money. You really have to grind. You really have to work. And without putting in work, without putting in effort, you're not going to just buy something that's going to go to the moon. If you have the patience to do that with Bitcoin, then eventually, obviously, that will go up to a large sum, in my opinion. But easy money does not exist, and be careful if anybody is selling you that, because without hard work and patience, it's just not going to happen. Let's go into David. David loves the live streaming. Thank you so much, David. I will definitely continue to do these live streams because I personally like it more than videos, because when you do videos, you have to like edit, and it takes a long time to do. I think live streams, you're just live, and there you go. You can continue to do whatever you want. Bullish Mike, gap at 70.15K should be back there within the hour. Okay, let's have a look at that, because if there is a CME gap indeed for Bitcoin, that would definitely be an interesting level to watch out for. So let's use the Bitcoin dominance chart right there, and we'll go into the CME. So let's do Bitcoin BTC1. There we go. Bitcoin index futures. No, this is definitely not what I'm looking for. Bitcoin 1. Okay, there it is, the CME. Let's have a look. 70.15 you said. So I'm assuming it's on the 4-hourly time frame. Let's do that and check out what is going on here. I do not see the gap, David. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. There are currently no gaps on the daily, so maybe I'm checking out the wrong thing. Let me know the time frame, and then we can have a look at it on a bit more detail. Okay, so just go into the different comments. Let's see. Lalendi. Video would be much more on to the point. For the live, we can watch the moon show. Well, yeah, I guess you have a point. Let's see. I will definitely not stop making YouTube videos. Definitely not. I just want to create a balance between live streaming because I love it so much. But we'll see. We'll see what the future brings to us. But tomorrow, I am going to be having RAN either as a video format or as a live stream. So let me know also in the chat section, what questions do you want to ask RAN from Crypto Banter? He's someone that I look up to a lot, and it would be incredible to ask him what his thoughts are on meme coins and his kind of journey overall, because he does have a very unique journey in crypto, and I can't wait to have RAN on the channel. Crypto Kid Moon Show. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Live is better. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are appreciating the live a bit more. Yeah, well, I'll have to decide what I want to do. Okay, Oju Kubu says that we all hear ETF everywhere and every day. Can you please explain what actually is the concept of ETF to us? Like, oh God, okay, the comment. I am a 5-year-old. Most people just hear ETF, but they don't understand the concept. Very, very valid question. So the concept of an ETF, basically think about it this way. Institutions, meaning companies, big companies that have hundreds of billions of dollars worth of capital to invest, or cash, whatever, right? They cannot go ahead and just go to Binance or Bitflex or Bybit, create an account and buy Bitcoin. They're not allowed to do that. They have company policies that restrict them from doing that. So the only way that they can hold an asset in their portfolio, in their balance sheet, is via an ETF. So that is why it's super important to have an ETF, which they can go ahead and buy, and they can keep Bitcoin in their portfolio. Now, how does an ETF work? A spot ETF in particular? Well, basically, according to the demand, however much shares, they have a crazy risk management on this, but no need to go into that much detail. However much demand there is for the Bitcoin ETF, or any ETF necessarily, they will buy up the underlying asset. So if more people buy the ETF, then they will buy more Bitcoin to keep in their fund. And the aim of the ETF is to track the Bitcoin spot price as closely as possible. And it's just a very easy way for, financial institutions or normal, baby boomers or Gen Xers that have trading accounts on Robinhood, etc., Fidelity, to go ahead and buy these. So it creates massive ease, and you're tapping into a completely new audience of people that are not able to go ahead and open an exchange account because they're too scared, or they don't know how to do it, or they're simply not allowed to do it. That is why an ETF is super important, and that is why it's super bullish for Bitcoin and Ethereum in particular. So I hope that explains your question. Okay, so going into the rest. Augusto says the live stream is great. Thank you so much, Augusto. Very much appreciated. Osama, thank you so much. Appreciate your knowledge. Thank you. Thank you very much, bro. Aquascape, Bitcoin is dumping. Is it dumping? Yes, it is. We can jump into the price and see why Bitcoin is dumping. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It turns out to be a bull trap. Yeah, I just, the volume wasn't sufficient enough. And I think we're narrativeless. Like Bitcoin currently is narrativeless. It's definitely looking bullish in the long term, but there's just not too much going on. So meme coins will probably continue to do their thing in a time of consolidation. But yeah, eventually the symmetrical triangle is going to break out. What I tend to see with these symmetrical triangles are if we don't have a confirmation of the breakout on this breakout candle, or we don't have a retest, then we go continue towards the upside, then yeah, it can do this. Like it can trick everyone, liquidate people, and then we go down to lower levels. And in that case, the level that we need to look out for as support, if we break this upper bound resistance, that would be the support range here between 66.7 to 67.4. If Bitcoin drops below, then I think 65.1 would be good support. And then if Bitcoin ends up doing that, then we can reevaluate. But in my opinion, my bullish bias is still towards the upside. And I personally think that this target is a bit more likely. But let's see. Symmetrical triangles are usually 50-50%. So we will find out in the upcoming hours which way Bitcoin wants to go towards. What do I think about Da Vinci's Cat token? Well, I don't think anything about Da Vinci's Cat token because I don't own anything about it. I don't own any Waffles token, but definitely I love Da Vinci's Cat. Waffles is such a cute cat. I mean, I was at his place a few days ago, and she was just laying down on my leg and just sleeping. Such a chill cat. But she did bit my hand. Like she does not like to be pet anywhere else than above her head. So do be careful. If you ever meet Waffles, then do not pet anywhere other than her head, because she will just bite you. FYI. Vivian, always looking forward to your streams. Thank you so much, Vivian. Means a lot. Make sure to stay tuned. Everyone make sure to stay tuned because I will be doing more of the Crypto Kid shows. Finance Marvel, to be honest, meme coins will end the crypto market one day. Well, I disagree. I think meme coins overall are pretty interesting. It's a very interesting concept. And if you want to ask why, well, meme coins represent something that's fundamental, not just in crypto, but everywhere. Meme coins are built up on the single thing of community. And if you go back into the history of mankind, everything has been about community. Whether, you have people that like cars, people that like certain football teams, people that support a certain F1 driver, you have different movements like BLM, etc. So these are all funneled by a specific community. And you can go back like thousands of years ago to tribes, that's also a community. So everything in our world right now is based fully on community. And that's what meme coins represent. You're just building a group of people that appreciate something, believe in something, therefore they want to hold a financial derivative of it. That's the only difference. Never in history, you are able to hold some sort of a financial token that represents what your community is about. We're only seeing that in meme stocks and in meme tokens more specifically. So I think it's incredibly powerful. The only issue is the current representation of meme coins is bad, because you're seeing people that don't care about a certain movement or they don't support a certain thing. They're not buying a meme coin because of that. Their entire goal is to buy a meme coin just to make money the quick way. But as I said, that doesn't exist because all these people end up losing money. There are some, which you may get lucky with, but eventually, if you don't use that money right and you've not worked for that money, you will lose it in some sort of way, because easy money comes fast and it also goes fast at the same time. But I think meme coins will really take off when, official football teams or official, let's say Nike or Apple or whatever, they give you a meme coin or they give you a token with the products you buy, and you can build a community around that. Yeah, some speculation is good, but you want utility with that meme coin. If Apple says, okay, with our Apple token, you're going to be able to have Apple TV Plus or Apple Music, etc. for free, that creates some sort of value. And yes, you'll have speculation, and that's cool, I think. It adds that volatility as a trader. I like speculation because I am a trader. But you need some sort of utility, and what it's being used right now is just a complete misrepresentation of its potential future. So those are my thoughts on meme coins. Overall, I think they are cool. Stock Warren Buffett down 99%. That's not true. Berkshire Hathaway is not down 99%. Yeah, finance market. Yeah, meme coins, you can argue if it's good or not. I think currently it allows shift of money. So when Bitcoin is in fact consolidating, people lose interest. So you need somewhere else for these people to go. And during a time of consolidation, you see a transfer of money or wealth into different assets or different sectors in crypto, which can include meme coins, DeFi, etc. So it's kind of good because you're giving people time. The old crypto bros in their computer, when Bitcoin is doing absolutely nothing, you're giving them something else to kind of play with. And yeah, I guess that is a good thing overall. Alexander Cross, I'm digging the live show. I get an alert whenever you post a video, and it's probably a big time saver for you not having to edit. 100%, like it's such less of a hassle that I have to deal with, but I still need to fix these comments and everything because they are acting super strange. But you're right, it is a massive hassle to edit and whatever. Like this, I have a set time, I have a narrative, and I can just click the live button. Whatever happens, happens, and I can, most importantly, interact with the community, which are you guys. When will the Ethereum ETF start? Well, the Ethereum ETF is scheduled, or it's expected to start end of June, early July. And when that happens, like we did with the Bitcoin ETFs, I will be live analyzing the price. In fact, the Bitcoin ETF launch was my most successful live stream in my channel's history. So I will definitely be doing that for the Ethereum ETF. Okay. Do you think NFTs will come back? I think NFTs will come back. This is an unpopular opinion, but I think NFTs, like meme coins, they represent something that is a lot bigger. Like NFTs can have a massive, massive use case with the same big companies that I would say the Apple, the Nike, etc., because it's, again, community driven. And it gives you a place to funnel your wealth in. I mean, there's billions of dollars worth of art across the world. And rich individuals, they do buy up a lot of art. So in a time where everything is shifting into digital, where we will soon be living in a metaverse in our daily lives, everything that is digital, in my opinion, and has utility will go up, and that includes Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and NFTs. We just need to change the perception on NFTs because it's currently not good. So I personally think that they will change the name of NFTs into digital assets. That's probably what they're going to be calling them. It looks like really NFT crypto kid, isn't it? Yeah, I think NFT will eventually come back. That's probably okay. Apparently, we have some breaking news. The New York Stock Exchange is experiencing issues affecting some stock prices, according to Allison. So, Allison, let me just double check that for you. Let's go into Twitter and check if that is actually happening. If that is the case, then that is another point of conversation that we can go into. No, it does not look like that is the case. Apparently, the stock market is absolutely fine. However, we can say that they're currently trying to shift from a S3 standard to a T+3 standard to an T+1 standard, meaning that settlements will take place in 1 day apart from 3 days. And I think that's good for blockchain, but I'll save that for a later video. Wow, okay. So Berkshire Hathaway stock is down. Okay, I got it wrong. I'm sorry. Let's check that out because Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's and rest in peace, Charlie Munger's investment company is apparently going to zero currently. So let's take a look at Berkshire Hathaway. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. What is happening here? Let's have a look. Is it as bad as people say it is? Well, no. Okay, it's not as bad. It is definitely having a little bit of a decline here, but it's not terrible. Yeah, I think, guys, come on, you're crypto degens. This should not phase you out like that. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's not going to zero. That's okay. Chino, do you think the ETH ETF is already priced in? No, I don't think so. Because if we look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin kept on going up. Bitcoin kept on increasing until the day of the launch. So I think Ethereum will continue to increase until the day of the launch, but we will probably have a massive dump. It will disappoint a lot of people. The inflows that we will see will be nothing compared to Bitcoin. So I would be careful on what happens to Ethereum following the ETF launch. But I think in the meantime, Ethereum is definitely bullish. Dano is in the chat. Dano, what's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys did an absolutely fantastic job on the Moon Show today. Thank you so much for coming in and tuning into the Crypto Kid show. Thanks a lot, Dano. CNN article. Okay. BRK is not down 99%. We just, this is the BRK chart. Let's have a look. Halted. I got a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it a lot. Means the world. Thank you so much, bro. Thanks, Dano. Thanks, Dano, for mentioning it. Thanks, dude. Buy the rumors, sell the news. Yeah, I think so too. Greetings, Luke. Thanks for tuning in. Massive shout out to Medieval Empires. Luke is the community manager behind Medieval Empires, and he does so much more things. So shout out to you, bro. Thanks for tuning on. Berkshire Hathaway. Everybody's saying Berkshire Hathaway. I don't know. Let me just double check. Let's verify. Let's verify if that is the case. Yeah. Okay. I see it. Let's jump into Brave. Interesting. So we can see Simply Bitcoin. Berkshire Hathaway has trading halted due to glitch, wiping out hundreds of billions of dollars. Wow. Okay. So apparently it is a glitch. It's not actually down 99%. That would be drastic. Because you can see, look, here it says down 62,000 or 627,214. That's clearly, Berkshire Hathaway was never that expensive from my last knowledge. Yeah, apparently it was a scam that's going on, wiping out hundreds of billions of dollars. Oh boy. Warren Buffett. Did Warren Buffett say anything about it officially? Because I can see here, buy the dip. But I don't think that is the actual quote that he mentioned. Warren Buffett finally broke his silence on the 85% crash of his stock. What? When questioned, a firm manager interjected that all lads should stay steady is, I don't know. I don't think he's given an official statement here. I think this is, yeah, it's probably just a glitch. Yeah, it's most likely a glitch. It's so funny though. How can that happen? Anyways, yeah, J Dre, go me. Yeah, I'm invested in Medieval Empires. I love the game a lot. I love the game. Malvin, sup, my boy, could you take a look at GHST? I have no clue what GHST is. Is it a Solana coin or is it a, can you let me know? Then we can have a quick look. Definitely, no problem. But guys and girls, I think I'm going to call it a show. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was absolutely fantastic. Let's answer this too. CryptoKid, is your dad still buying Bitcoin at 39K? No, I got him to FOMO. I got him to ape into Bitcoin at 61. I'm like, Dad, stop everything that you're doing. You're finally buying this stuff. And yeah, I told him to buy. Yeah, but I told him not financial advice. Obviously, do your own research. But I heavily suggested that he should take a look into Bitcoin when it was at 59.61, and I guess he did end up buying some. Why CME gap but no ETF gap? Maybe dumb question, but just wondering. No, it's not a dumb question. It's just that the CME futures, that's actually a good question. I think it's because the Ethereum, the ETFs operate differently. So their risk management is completely different to how the CME futures work. I think it's just the CME futures is a more accurate representation. But I definitely think an ETF gap also should make sense, no? Because you still have, it should make sense. We can have a look at that, actually. I want to look at the chart for the Bitcoin ETF. So let's have a look. Bitcoin, it would be, what was it called again? God, I'm forgetting the ticker symbols already. Let's have a look at ARK Invest. So RKB, I think it was called ARKB. Okay, there we go. The ARK shares 21 ETF. Well, technically, yeah, it should be a thing. We should be seeing a thing. But I think the issue is you have too many of the gaps. That's why. There's too many gaps to fill. Whereas if you look at the CME futures, you have way less gaps. And the reason for that is I think the CME futures trades for a longer amount of time compared to the ETF. I think this trades all day, every day, apart from the weekend. That's probably why we don't have an Ethereum or an ETF gap. That's probably the reason why. Is there a possibility that Polkadot can reach an all-time high in this bull run? Well, yeah. I mean, if we do have an altcoin season, then I personally think so. I think Polkadot is up there in terms of potential tokens to go back to their all-time high. Bitcoin to 10K once the Bitcoin gap closed. No, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen. But guys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in. I will do a quick shill of my newsletter because it is going to be absolutely fantastic. If you go to the description down below, you can submit your email to be a part of the Crypto Kid newsletter. It's going to be absolutely huge. I'm going to do it on Substack, sharing all my analysis for, I think I'm going to do it for $50 a month because it does take me like so many hours to compile it. But all the alpha information will be here. I'll be doing special community videos as well soon. A lot of stuff is happening. I'll just tell you that I would definitely put my email on the newsletter and get a chance to be a part of it because I'm going to do it to a small amount of people. So don't miss out. If you're looking for a place to trade, then Bitflex is our trading partner. You can check the link in the description down below to get up to 68K worth in rewards. But with that said, guys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and I'll be seeing you all very, very soon. So guys, take care, and yeah, bye-bye.